Welcome back to Pokemon Legends EA, everybody. Let's go meet Emma. Hello, Mimi. Good to see you too. Hello there. What can I do for you today? If this is about your case, I've narrowed it down to a list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Lumios within the last few years. Thanks, Emma, but there's actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Alright, let's hear it. We need to find Jacob's opponent for his next promotion match. Do you have a name? Grisham. Grisham, huh? I know the name. One of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, or so I heard. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. Do you still want to know? Of course we still do. I figured you'd say that. Oh, I know what to do. Battle? If you beat me in battle, I'll tell you what I know. Come on, let's head outside. I wonder if Grisham is what Emma's going by in the battle tournament. I really do. We know she's in the ZA Royale, but we don't know what she's under. You should know, Emma's really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the ZA Royale, but she'd be in the top ranks for sure. You ready to battle me? I'm ready to win. Oh shit, she locked in. She got serious. I'll be using Pokemon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Malamar. Wait, is she using the Team Flare Scientist team? Like, honestly, if she is, I'm a little surprised. Okay, it's very clearly not all his same team. But it's close enough. You gotta swap out. Oh. That's not great timing. Okay, it's on timer now at the very least. Aggron! Was really hoping you can survive one hit. Crash! Because Malamar was his signature Pokemon. My Pokemon and I aren't alone. My old mentors have our backs in spirit. Well, Looker does. I don't remember what the Team Flare Scientist name was. I really don't remember what his name was. Shit. Good thing those other guys aren't around to see this. Tell me, what do you know about Team Flare? They were a group that caused a lot of trouble for Kalos like 5 years ago, right? Exactly. Their group was led by a man named Lysander. He disappeared 5 years ago, but now he's reappeared calling himself L. He's been spotted around town with a mysterious Pokémon. It seemed suspicious, so I decided to investigate them, not for a client, just for me. But everything I've uncovered that tells me that L hasn't been doing anything sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be genuinely trying to help save Lumiose. So it's not the old guard that we've got to worry about here, but rather the new. See, about 5 years ago, I had my own ties to someone who was involved in Team Flare. That's how I heard about what I'm about to tell you now. Before Team L collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Apparently, there are a few different things, including making the expansion suit that I use. Another one of those efforts involved training up a new generation to carry out their ideals. Grisham was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught. Though it's not clear if Grisham is even his real name or not. But now it seems Grisham has taken part in the ZA Royale, but why and to what end? Could it still be for Team Flare? There's no real saying for sure. Not until I do some more digging at least. But you know, I bet Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab could tell you more about Grisham. You mean Mabel knows him? Sorry, but that's not for me to say. It's up to Mabel to decide how much she wants to share. Thanks for the tip, Emma. I'll do some investigating my own. You should go to the Pokemon Research Lab and see what Mabel says. It is a shame that Team Flare's legacy can't just be a bunch of coffee shops. Need to heal real quick. It's so interesting to me that when I record things, the left and right sounds are not balanced. Like while recording my OBS. I don't know if that's a setting I have turned on or if it's just the game naturally. It's just funny to me. That rat! That vile little man! Can't believe that, Mare. It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones. It's not like I can even tell him off. Not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. But that doesn't mean I should get worked into the ground. I'm acting director of this place. Hey, Mabel, question about your criminal background. Oh, are you making progress on my research task? I want to know about Grisham. Grisham? Who could that be? Someone who was in... Oh, did I just... Someone with a possible connection to Team Flare. Team Flare. It seems you already know more about Gris than I thought. Than I would have thought. Fine. So, I used to be part of Team Flare. No. No. Surely not. Not with the Team Flare branded laptop and chair. And the fact you have your old glasses there on the desk. Tell me more. Don't really mind telling people if they're merely curious. But there's still people today who would react badly if they even hear the words Team Flare, you know? So I don't exactly walk around advertising it, but I won't lie if I'm asked either. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others. But I took a plea deal. So I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm always stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare has always had me looking into Pokemon's energy and all, so I don't hate the work. Sorry. I don't mean for this to be a sob story to spill out. You want to know about Grisham, right? He's a part of the younger generation in Team Flare. Everyone calls him Gris. It means gray. Like the color of ashes. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles. Not that he'd get much chance to show off that skill at the time. Honestly, I don't know what he might be thinking now, joining the ZA Royale. But even if you've really got to know, you want to try out Nouvelle Cafe over in Centrical Plaza. The coffee truck? You'll find out when you go, won't you? Sheesh, kid. Don't take all the mystery and fun out of life. You're about to walk into a pretty sick situation. But I'll be there to help you when that time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep up the research work too. Yeah, I know. There's only one area I don't have maxed out, and that's because I... Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can correct that real quick. Okay, Noibat, level 47. That's my highest level 1. Ooh, okay. Yep, perfect. Noibat into Noiburn. And that is area 18 completely maxed out. Noiburn, hell yeah. Let me put Greninja back. And that is 18 filled in. Hell yeah. Let's just fast travel there instantly. Drink our coffee. So, the only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here to ask for another nasty drink? If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady over there. I'd like to order a meeting with Grisham. Well, isn't this entertaining? Looks like you managed to find your next opponent. The quiet master of Syntaco's famed Nouvelle Cafe truck is indeed just a front. The truth is, I am one of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, the foremost trainer in rank B, and the boss of Team Flare Nouvelle. Yes, you found me. Grisham at your service. Now, I've got my own goals to achieve. Goals that have brought me to the ZA Royale. That is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes little sense to you, however, I shall explain the whole thing. Grisham, you know this kid's with AZ. There's no point in even trying to explain it at all to someone on AZ's side. This is Grisham, one of my comrades in Team Flare Nouvelle. Let's just take this kid down right here, right now, while we got the chance. Griselia, please do calm yourself. Nouvelle Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses and no place to start a commotion. Fine, I sent you a location. If you care at all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. We'll close up shop, then head over. If you'd be so kind, please check your map and find your way. We'll meet you there. Okay. Oh, it's their old shop. I know exactly where that place is. I also know, because I saw this as a picture online, that's where you can find wild Beldums. And I want it. Yep. look at you, waiting like a good little boy. I imagine you must be asking yourself why we wanted to meet at such a spot. No, this is Lysandre Cafe. This was a very important place for anyone in Team Flare. Though, now it's just an empty storefront. No one has any desire to rent a location so closely associated with a disreputable group. And since no one wants it, we've taken the liberty of continuing to use it as a base for Team Flare. Or more rightly, Team Flare Nouvelle. You do know about Team Flare, right? Of course I do. What could an outsider like you know about what Team Flare really was? Grisel. Grissom, this kid is our enemy. He's nothing but an obstacle for the goals we hope to achieve in Team Flare Nouvelle. There's no point in trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him. The world has not been kind or forgiving towards those of us who were part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it's all too understandable, sad though it is, that some harden their hearts in response like Grisel here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's no simply stopping Grisel once she's set on a course of action. Though it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before our promotion match, I must ask, please, once you grant Grisel the battle she desires. I mean, sure. Although you're Team Flare, so I'm guessing fire types. Fight me. I will and I'll win. I mean, I know Lysander's probably watching this. I'm going to burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the ZA Royale. Where's Malva? Wait, she has a Mega Ring. Did she always have that? Genuine question. Oh shit! I was not expecting it to survive a full hit from Water Shuriken. Okay, this is not good. That one's 4 times weak. Okay, we're gonna wait. Now. Because if you time that right, you take no damage from their attacks. Gonna create some distance. Was not expecting the Metagross. That one caught me off guard, I won't deny it. Yeah, I knew it was going to be some fire type. I'm going to win this battle. Can't let anyone stand in our way. Look at the way it stuck its head up. It's like it's trying to look down on my Pokemon. This is ridiculous. I lost. My Pokemon lost. That was well fought. I'm expecting nothing less from Team MZ's new ace. The ones who seek to save Lumiose City. I'd say it's time for a little coffee break. Viola, one of Ember Roast, our signature drink at Nova Cafe. Okay. That should have perked up the Pokemon who battled for us as well. Nope. Now that we're all feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare. And what it is we hope to accomplish. Please, join us inside. Maybe your Team Flare, but not Lysandre's old Team Flare. Especially if Team Flare is making a comeback. The fiery red of Lysandre's burning passion. That is what fills Lysandre Cafe. And here in this place, I would like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the Zia Real. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysandre, grew disillusioned with humanity over time. Fearing what the future would bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own to reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysandre made the truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know about the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map? That weapon was AZ's creation. You may only see AZ as a kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home. But if he had never built something so horrifying as the ultimate weapon, then Lysander never would have been driven to such madness, and we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcast. And now it appears that AZ is out to save Lumiose, relying on the support of you Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you may not even believe a single word that I've said. That is why I invite you to witness the truth yourself. And how's that? You'll see. Open sesame! Behold, the door that lies... Beyond that door lies the former Lysandre Labs. It was a facility used to research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there where we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. That's where we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. You must see the truth with your own eyes if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Lysandre Labs was designed to be a labyrinth, and of course plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you even get to see the truth for yourself. There's Metagross down here. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Well, not Metagross. There's Beldums down here. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I figure enough time has passed for you to have gotten yourself into some trouble. Let me guess. You're down in Lysandre Labs. There should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You need to find an elevator key. There should be one liner there somewhere. You pull the lever and activate the power supply unit. The lights are back on and nearby warp panel should work now. Oh! Yeah, I'm just gonna keep Greninja out. That poor Pokemon. That poor fire type got frozen to a brick. Which, I always thought fire types were immune to being frozen. Was I just wrong on that front? I seem to remember that, but I don't know if that's correct or not. These terminals are huge. Like, genuinely massive. Can I open this door? No, I cannot. Okay. Nothing here. And there it is. Keycard B. Stay in the ball, please. Fuck. Shit, I really wanted one of those. Hoping that's not all the Beldums here. Or at the very least, I'm hoping they respawn. Because, I'll be honest, I might actually shiny hunt those. Although, Lord above knows I've used Beldum and Metang, or Metagross on more than one playthrough team already. Especially since they gave the free shiny one away in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. That gun, there's items all over the place. What Pokemon is making that noise? Did the ones in the first hallway respawn now? No. Yeah, it's gotta be the Houndooms and all them that spawned in earlier. Nugget. Ooh. Mine. Gimme, gimme, gimme. An Aegislash floats in the way. It looks like you'll have to defeat it to continue on ahead. I am fine with that. Honestly, I should capture one of the Honedges too, so for a free evolution. Not headbutt. catch it! You bitch! It sure let me catch the sword. Mega... Okay, I do love the fact that's the old Gen 1 sprites. Like if you go to your party in the Gen 1 games. Anything else around here? I'll take the elevator key card. Ooh. It's one of the standing stones that line Route 10 all the way to the ruins of Geosage Town. They usually emit a bit of energy, but when the ultimate weapon is activated, that reverses. Huh. I mean, I remembered that. That the statues of Pokemon lining the route to Geosage Town were real Pokemon at one point. Until the ultimate weapon was fired. Okay, I'm gonna go run to see if the Beldum respawned. Get in the ball, stay in the ball. The Houndour is doing a full get down, Mr. President. Damn it! It was worth trying. Tap the elevator key against the panel. Now use the elevator. Which floor? Let's go to floor 2. Yeah, I want to explore this place fully. Okay, so this is literally... Wait, this is where AZ's cell was. Ooh. Oh, well, this is not ominous at all. Hell. Some of the machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Security check initialized. Possession of all keycards have been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of systems. System reboot. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1 the device. File 2 the fuel. File 3 the legends. Our shared dream. The device. Device that grants life. A device that was created 3,000 years ago in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. We have found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth underneath Geosage Town. It has been well preserved. We believe it can have it operational again with a little work. But we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. Always like to review. The fuel. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take on the form of convection, radiation, or convection. radiation or conduction. This life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that had lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? The legends. Kalos is said to have two legendary Pokemon. Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, representing destruction and death. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen to the world if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? Our shared dream. As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invent new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. Then, when there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, something must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world towards a more beautiful future. Hello, Zygarde. You have learned the secret of the ultimate weapon. How truly abominable it was. AZ created that weapon. Then, 1,000 years ago, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. Why are you here? Zygarde seems to wish that I come to this place. I have lost my memories, and yet this place brings back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago, though, through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent. But I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette. And there was no way to know where that Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device. But the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried, and so I did. There was an explosion, I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. It was from you failing to stop the protagonist, an X and Y, from catching the legendary Pokemon. I was buried deep in the earth together with Team Flare's secret base. But you're still alive. Zygarde saves me. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But the weapon's activation, the device in the Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it has become a threat to Lumiose. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one that can bring that tower back under control is AZ's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth I know, and now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Lysander Cafe wanted you to learn. Go speak with Grisham and ZA, then do what must be done. Ooh. So that's Pebble it gave me. It's got to be Zygarde's Mega Stone. Okay. Everything respawned. No. Shit. Can I? Okay. One more attempt for the Beldums. So, did you see Lysandre? I met him inside. To think that he is still alive and yet does not seem to remember us in the slightest. How could he forget? It's all because of him and the rest of us. Priscilla, there will be time for such things later. And Jacob, you now know the truth of AZ's sins. So I make this request of you. Get AZ's Floette and give her to me. What about what Floette wants? You must see by now, with AZ's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we are ever to achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can be the ones who protect Lumios, then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We were mere children, born to those who chose to join Team Flare, and yet we became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we couldn't just leave Lumios. The city's our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumios better, to make all of Kalos better. At Nouveau Cafe, we work hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. As we work there, we've also heard the voices of Lumios' people. We understand the city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you'll need more than just a challenger's ticket. You'll need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way through the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prism Towers with AZ's Floette. Go talk to the rest of Team MZ and decide what it is you really ought to do. It's time they all learned of AZ's sins. Now go back to Hotel Z. Okay. Is that what the renovation and like the tower is? Ooh, okay, no new side quests right now. Not right now. The story's kind of hitting real deep right now. AZ, we need to have a word. You've returned. I heard from Emma what leads you were following up on. Imagine you learned much of my tale by now, isn't that right? Oh, Jacob, did you manage to find Grisham? He's the guy from the cafe. No kidding. I went digging into the rumors about Grisham with Emma after our chat. Sounds like he's one formidable trainer. Plus, he's part of a group, Team Flare Nouvelle, and he's been gathering all sorts of info about Lumios from customers at Nova Cafe. He even seems to know something weird's going on with Prism Tower. AZ, is there any chance you can tell us more about the tower when given the situation? Given the situation, yes. I've been thinking it's time I talk to you all about it. Come, we can speak on the roof. Jacob, you know of the ultimate weapon, don't you? I know the truth. Then I shall tell you the terrible sins I have committed and of my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokémon had their futures stolen. People lost the everyday lives they'd known. And my Floette was sent to the front lines where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life. All so that I could revive my beloved Floette. I brought Floette back to life. I got back what I had loved the most. But my rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I loved. Oh shit! It's the actual storybook from the 3DS game. In my rage, I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. I put an end to the senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us by becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the weapon reached upon to the heavens, then poured down, burning away all that rested upon the earth. But Floette must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me alone. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. Seriously, for 3,000 whole years. During those long years, aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect Kalos. At this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device that would take from others. Perhaps I can make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed on Floette. That is what Angie is. Or Angie is. That is what's hidden deep within Prism Tower. I built Angie to give meaning to eternal life I had burdened Floette with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floette for what I had done. I dreamt of the day where I could use Angie after reuniting with Floette at last. That day did not come to pass, but that was because we were living in a time of peace. But now Angie. The tower is emitting excessive amounts of mega power, even without Mega Floette present. This is the only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That shock awoke Angie, and has caused the mega power containment within it to spill forth. This has led to rampant rogue mega evolution. The Pokemon suffer, the people come to harm. And there is only one way to put an end to the pain. A Mega Evolution user must Mega Evolve Floette. And together, reach the control panel within Angie. I never could have imagined that you and Floette had that kind of history, and the tower too. So we need the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk. I have a question. Why would Floette be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floette be able to evolve into Florges? My Floette cannot evolve. Perhaps it is because she is such a special Pokemon, having received the lives of so many others. Though, that is only my conjecture. Floette returning to my side again after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness. But she also likely returned to me so I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to battle as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess you've kicked off all the events in the motion, AZ. But I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. AZ still made this awful mess and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up. Navan! I appreciate that AZ is trying to right his wrongs, and I owe him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy any more than the rest of you, but accountability matters. You do realize we might die trying to fix all this, don't you? Navan is correct in what he says. I continue to cause you children nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I am truly sorry. I understand, Daisy. Just leave this to Team MZ. Jacob? Something else to keep the tower from going wild. And that means you've got to beat Grisham. I'll win for sure. I knew we could count on you. We'll be the ones to stop the tower, not Grisham and Team Flare Nouvelle. Now go earn a challenger's ticket so we can challenge Grisham to a promotion match. Thank you. I will forever be grateful for meeting all of you, my dear Team MZ. Okay. So that was a lot. I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to get those points tonight. And I'll do all the side quests in between episodes. But we're going to cut this one here. I hope you liked it. That was a lot of info dumping we just did in the past hour. If you did like it, make sure to hit like and share. Help the channel grow. That would be a huge help. And until next time, make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell rung. Bye now.